Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Aini binti J. Muhammad Salim. Metric number is 2020833982. I'm from Faculty of Hotel Management and Tourism in course of Bachelor of Science Hans Food Service Management. So what I am going to do today is I want to do a presentation for my subject of HTF552. So the topic that I was chosen is about cycle menu. So the first thing we need to know about cycle menu is we need to know what is the meaning of cycle menu. Before I continue and explain to all of you about what is cycle menu, I need to introduce to all of you what is the menu and what is the menu planning. So the first thing I want to share is what is the menu. Menu is the list of the dishes that available in a restaurant. And how about a menu planning? Menu planning is the selection of the menu for an event, such as picking out the dinner for wedding, birthday party, or others. So let's continue my presentation today about what is cycle menu. Do you know what is cycle menu? So if you don't know about what is cycle menu, I will share to all of you what is the cycle menu. Okay, what is cycle menu? Cycle menu is a series of the menu that is repeated over a specific period of time, which repeated for 4 weeks of the menu. And other than that, the menu also different each day during the cycle. And at the end of the cycle, the menu will repeat it. Other than that, cycle menu also is often used in a food service operation that serve the same group of the customer every day, such as healthcare, facilities, school canteen, restaurant, and airlines airport. So, other than that, the length of the cycle menu depends on the size of the operation, budget, and the student food preference. Simply, a cycle menu offers a different meals plans for each day within a cycle. When cycle is end, it's repeat again in the same order. When doing a cycle menu, there are so many challenges and a criteria we need to follow. Such as a cycle menu planning is regulation, include the balance, nutritional, quality, aesthetic, color, shape, and size of food. In addition, there are so many cost, production, and other management factors during the process of the cycle menu. Next, I will continue my presentation today about a cycle menu. I will explain to all of you and share to all of you about what is development process of the cycle menu. So, for your information, there are several of development of process of the cycle menu, which there are few steps we need to use when creating the menu and development process of the menu. In the development of the process of the cycle menu, they have 7 steps we need to follow to do development process. So the first thing we need to follow is we need to conduct a menu assessment. Next, we also need to define the need of such as what is the customer like or need when they want to eat their meal. Next, we also need to develop the new menu. Also need to do some research of the menu we need to produce on that day. When doing the development process of the cycle menu, we also need to explore the taste of the food. The reason why we need to explore the taste of the food to attract the customer attraction. Also the attention from the customer. After that, we also need to create and present the feedback of the food, and also need to establish the pricing, the food that we created. Next, when we do a cycle menu, there are some advantage and disadvantage. So the first advantage is cycle menu can save a time and labor costs, which when purchasing a procedure are standardized and take a less time. In addition, when do a cycle menu can save time and labor costs because of standard grocery list for a cycle menu and help to prevent the extra order or saving time. So the next advantage of the cycle menu is you can control the food cost, which cycle menu easier to project the right amount of the product. Next, the advantage of cycle menu is can control the food cost, which cycle menu easier to project the amount of the product to purchase when you have a previous production record for the menu. Other than that, cycle menu can reduce the cost of and control the food cost is because cycle menu can make it easier to buy the product regularly used item bulk. And the last advantage of the cycle menu can reduce the waste of food. A menu is prepared repeatedly, so it can reduce the waste of the food and easier to project how to control how much of each menu item you will need to prepare. So let's continue to the next part, which about the disadvantage of the cycle menu. With cycle menu can limit the appeal of the customer, which the customer cannot choose the item they need to eat, and also cannot choose the meal they want to eat for the meal. Next disadvantage can reduce the job of satisfaction of the staff cannot improve their skill when preparing the food, when do the cycle menu food. And the last disadvantage of the cycle menu is cycle menu can limit the creativity of the chef and originality, which chef cannot improve their skill and prepare the meal for the customer perfectly. So I think this is the last part that I will explain to all of you, which the example of the cycle menu used in our production in this country, in our country, which the first example is cycle menu we will use in the hospitality, which the staff of the hospital impart to prepare, which the staff of the hospital of the kitchen will prepare the food or menu based on the cycle menu was produced. Will prepare the food based on the main cycle menu in the hospital. So the next example is airport airlines, which the staff of the airlines will prepare the food or meals for the customer airlines based on the menu cycle provided from the airlines airport. So that's all for me about the presentation of my topic chosen. Thank you.